Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for January 5th, 2015. Of course, it's the first Monday of 2015, and wouldn't you know it, it's a windy, cold one at that. Temperatures right now are going to be your high temperatures for today. We have ranging from the lower to mid 40s along the coast to the upper 20s to lower 30s over the interior. Those temperatures are falling fast with a stiff westerly wind at around 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting over 30 miles per hour at times. And if you are not sure if that's the case, just listen outside your window because it is windy out there with those winds blowing at a good 20 miles per hour with higher gusts. Those temperatures are going to continue to fall, like I said, and with that, with the cold air coming in, there will be a threat for a few snow showers, and some of those snow showers could produce a squall here or there. On the latest radar, we can see those snow showers developing off the Great Lakes. For the most part, most of our snow will be focused around the Great Lakes. However, there is a mid-level disturbance passing to our south that could produce a few snow showers and a brief snow squall, especially over northeastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey. So just be on guard for that. If you're driving this afternoon and you run into a band of snow, it won't last all day, obviously, but it can produce a quick inch of snow without much of warning throughout the region. So use some caution with that threat for snowfall. On our latest surface map, you see our Arctic cold front off the coast here. Keep an eye on this low pressure system right here as it rapidly moves through the plains, heading towards the mid-Atlantic coast by tomorrow morning, producing a swath of light snow, pretty much focused over southern Pennsylvania, central southern New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland. Looking at anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of snow, pushing as much as 3 inches of snow in some heavier bands. To the north of those areas, looking at snow showers tomorrow with the threat for a trace to 2 inches. The difference here is that temperatures are going to be around 20 degrees, so anything that falls will accumulate. So there will be no hindrance in terms of accumulation aside from where the moisture actually develops and moves through the region. Now, on the latest water vapor satellite picture, you can see there is a nice train of moisture here coming in from the tropics all the way up the east coast. Now, that's being forced off the coast because of our Arctic air and our deep polar trough. I am little bit concerned that this disturbance will be able to tap into some of this moisture for a very short period of time as it's moving off the New Jersey coast to produce a burst of moderate to heavy snow. I don't have that in the forecast right now, but I wanted you to be aware of it just in case this low pressure system has a little bit more of a surprise than what's currently being forecasted. Other than that, though, this is a rather progressive pattern. Again, we don't have the blocking yet in the northern Atlantic. We certainly have the cold air as our pattern is changing. I just want to point out a few things. We have an upper level low now to the south of the Aleutian Islands, a ridge building in the Gulf of Alaska. Temperatures are warming up in Alaska, and a nice northwesterly flow from the Arctic all the way down into the plains and towards our neck of the woods, driving that Arctic air into our forecast area. And that means that our temperatures the rest of the week will be lucky to break 30 degrees all the way through Thursday. And then Friday we have one brief warm-up ahead of another Arctic cold front. And then next weekend, well, it's cold again. So we're definitely looking at a rather cold weather pattern settling in. And a January thaw idea, it might be collapsing right in front of our eyes. Here we have our infrared satellite picture. And here's the moisture from the subtropical jet stream here. And what I'm keeping an eye on is, see this Boeing right here? And you see this disturbance driving south? Well, what I want to see to keep this low pressure system completely dry is this completely crushed by this afternoon, and that's what I'm expecting. However, these disturbances tend to be a little bit tricky and can sometimes throw a little bit of a monkey wrench at you. So you have to keep an eye on it. You don't worry about it. That's my job. I'll keep an eye on it. And if there's any reason to adjust the snowfall map, I will do so. But right now, it looks like a pretty light snowfall. Talking about the forecast, let's take a look at that impact map that was issued last night. Again, for Connecticut, up towards Hartford, much of Poughkeepsie, the Hudson River Valley, northeastern Pennsylvania. Looking at generally about a trace to an inch of snow between 5 a.m. tomorrow and 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Not exactly an epic snowfall in any way, shape, or form, but again, it could produce some slick conditions on your roadways. A little bit further south towards Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, towards New York City, Yonkers, northern New Jersey, anywhere from a trace to at most 2 inches of snow, and that's if you get into one of those heavier bands. Again, remember, we're talking about temperatures around 20 degrees. So anything that does fall and it happens to be moderate, it's going to accumulate. Unlike the other times where we're struggling at 35 and it could change over to snow and then it has a hard time accumulating, won't be the case this time with very cold temperatures in place and cold pavement as well. And as you head further south towards central and southern New Jersey and much of southern Pennsylvania, we're talking about Allentown on south, including New York, much of Maryland and Delaware. They're getting anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow. Again, this is not a heavy snow event in any way, shape, or form. But again, during the morning rush hour from 5 a.m. and then again at the start of the evening rush hour 4 p.m., temperatures more than cold enough to accumulate snowfall. And so therefore, any type of snow that falls will accumulate. And these are the areas where we expect a steady light snow to develop with this low pressure system. Keep an eye on this area right here, because if that low pressure system does pick up a little bit more moisture before heading out, it'll impact central and southern New Jersey, especially the coast and the Philadelphia metro. So I'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow. Let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the PennState EWOL website. We're going to use the European model guidance this time. Again, Arctic air is in place, high pressure generally in control. We're going to watch out for a few snow showers today and very windy conditions. High temperatures are now. From the rest of the day, temperatures fall through the 40s, 30s, 20s. The winds are going to be around 15 to 25 miles per hour with higher gusts. And that, of course, means wind chills are going to be in the teens and 20s. So it's just going to be an ugly, cold day with the threat for a few snow showers. Tomorrow, our little low pressure system moves off the coast with some light snow in the morning, clearing out by the evening. Temperatures tomorrow, low temperatures in the mid-teens everywhere. High temperatures tomorrow in the upper teens to lower 20s over the interior, lower to mid 20s along the coast, which I think you see my point. Anything that falls is going to accumulate without much problem whatsoever. High pressure will be in control for Wednesday, with again a few isolated snow showers possible, but otherwise scattered cloud cover. Temperatures will range from the mid-teens for lows over the interior, mid to upper teens along the coast. High temperatures tomorrow in the lower to mid 20s over the interior, mid 20s along the coast. On Thursday, another clipper moves through with a few snow showers. High pressures in control otherwise with scattered cloud cover. Temperatures on Thursday will range from the single digits for lows over the interior, upper single digits to lower teens, like around 10 degrees along the coast. High temperatures on Thursday in the upper teens to lower 20s throughout the region. So it's going to be brutally cold on Thursday with windy conditions as well. On Friday, doesn't get much better. High pressure remains in control, still watching out for a few snow showers. Moderate to a little bit. Instead of being well below normal, it's only slightly below normal, with low temperatures in the lower to mid-teens, high temperatures in the lower to mid-30s. On Saturday, back into deep freeze again. Arctic high pressure in place, temperatures ranging from the mid to upper teens for lows and mid to upper 20s for highs. Then on Sunday, another area low pressure moves through with a cold front. Again, a few isolated snow showers, otherwise scattered cloud cover. Temperatures will range from the mid to upper teens for lows, lower to mid 30s for highs. And in case anyone wants to tell you that we're going to be moving into a moderating trend after this, because there's been a lot of talk about this with the idea that we're going to lose our Arctic air. Well, it looks like we're starting to see a change in that philosophy from the model guidance based on what's happening in the atmosphere right now. And as you can see, the Arctic air is still in place by the time we get to the 14th. Here we are for the 14th. Very cold air in place. Temperatures pretty much averaging below normal for this time of year through the middle of January. Now the question is, can we get this pattern to lock in to set up a stormy pattern where you get a negative EPO pattern, nice ridge over the west, trough in the east, you get a little bit more blocking in the Atlantic, and then you could get a storm starting to develop here. So we're getting close to the pattern that we thought we were going to have. It's been delayed, but may not be denied. We'll have to continue to see how this evolves over the next several days. That's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Thank you for following NYNJPA weather, and as always, stay safe out there.